Hi, I'm Phyllis from Telluric Essences. I'm here to talk a little bit about what they are. First of all, flower essences are not scents. They are not the same as essential oils. Got it? Flower essences are vibrational remedies. They are made from the vibrational signature of flowers captured in water, set in sunlight, and preserved with brandy or vinegar. They are usually taken internally. Flowers are a living vehicle that possess life force. Flowers are the very essence and the highest concentration of life force in the plant. That's a quote from Hilarion, Johann of the Fifth Ray of Higher Science, from whom Guru Das' book was channeled, Flower Essences and Vibrational Healing. And that was my first introduction to flower essences, was with this book. Way back before our recorded history, there were civilizations that were more multidimensionally connected than we are today. For instance, in ancient Lemuria, people didn't even have what we consider physical bodies. They telecommunicated through what we now call the third eye. And when they fell out of balance, they could just merge their frequency with that of a relevant flower or gemstone to bring their vibration back into balance. Atlantis was a more physical civilization, thus, they evolved the practice of making remedies. Flower essences began to be used as a system of medicine in Atlantis because the Atlanteans were not properly in tune with nature and many diseases developed. The blooms were put on water so the flowers could be exposed to the pranic forces of the rising sun. Flotations of the blooms on water was done because they did not have the sensitivity of their ancestors. That again comes from Hilarion. When Atlantis was the last fall of Atlantis, there were 5 different segments, different periods of Atlantis, but the last one was about to, when they were about to go under. Some of the scientists of Atlantis preserved their knowledge in caverns beneath the Sphinx. These caverns are not accessible in the ordinary way, but only by those who have raised their frequency to be able to travel in higher dimensions. As people forgot what and who they are, the knowledge that we are energy and not just bags of chemicals was also forgotten and lost. Yes, we are energy. As such, the primary way to bring ourselves back into health and well being when we fall out of alignment or out of balance is with energy solutions. Again, got it? Knowledge about flower essences was lost to us until an intuitive English physician began looking to the herbs of the field, as he calls it, to treat the true causes behind the symptoms exhibited by his patients. Dr. Edward Bach, 1886 1936, the father of modern flower essence methods and use. He says, health depends on being in harmony with our souls. Disease is, in essence, the result of a conflict between the soul and the mind. It is only a symptom of the cause. And he also said, ye suffer from yourselves. He noted that people he treated for one symptom would go away feeling a little better, only to return in a few weeks or months with a different symptom. He began to realize that there was an underlying cause for all of their ills, and he determined to find that cause. People are very different from each other. The same cause will manifest itself differently in nearly every individual. Seek to remove this cause, and after results will disappear. Again, Dr. Bach. He would get up early in the morning and go out and wander the fields and drink the dew off the flowers and carefully write down his responses. Make notes of his reactions. Eventually, he rediscovered the making and use of flower essences. By using his meticulous powers of observation and taking precise notes, Dr. Bach developed a system of flower essences that treated the psychological issues behind the physical symptoms that his patients displayed. He says again, disease could never have gained the power it has today if man had not deserted the natural protection against illness, namely the healing herbs of the field. And Hilarion, again, all things are in a constant state of vibration and in a constant system of harmonics and resonancy. Again, we are energy. Back when we were helping to create our physical bodies, according to the Guru Das book, in order to experience life on Earth in a more immediate way, plants were a major source of energy for this creation. This is why certain plants have energies that can help various parts of our being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Some of these connections are evident in the doctrine of signatures, wherein the plant or some part of it looks like part of the body. It can help to bring into balance. The shape, color, texture, odor, taste, and nutrient qualities of many plants and trees are associated with the human body. Hilarion again. Other signs of how an essence of a particular plant can be helpful is the color, shape, scent of the flower. For example, green flowers tend to have a strong effect on the spiritual bodies. White flowers often open the crown chakra. Yellow flowers often treat emotional or third chakra issues. Again, green flowers tend to have a strong effect on the spiritual bodies. This is Solomon's seal, which helps to open the third eye to aid psychic development. If you wish to communicate with the flowers or the devas of the flowers, sit quietly in nature and open your heart, and they will gladly communicate with you. It might not be in words, but you'll get something. With essences, it's always best to check in with your body and your electrical system to find out what it needs or wants. And since that is the part of you that the essence will affect, you do this by dowsing, and there are various ways of dowsing. This one that's illustrated here is using your hands. It's a muscle testing. You can also use a pendulum or intuition, or hold a bottle in your hands and allow your body to become a pendulum, swaying forward for yes and backwards for no. Of course, it's good to practice these a little bit before you begin to use them seriously. But since essences treat your body's electrical system, that system can best tell you what it needs. Using a pendulum, just make sure you are clear of all desire of the outcome before you do any dowsing. That's why dowsing is a fairly accurate way of finding out what essences you need, because usually you don't care which ones come up. Yes. If you want a certain outcome, your desire, your ego, will influence the outcome of the dowsing. Instead of getting a true answer from your body, you will get an answer that you want or expect to get. So clear yourself of expectations before you do this. Why douse? There is no one size fits all with essences. And we want to treat causes rather than symptoms. The frequencies we need are not always the ones we think we need, and our bodies are intelligent and know what they need, and our egos most likely do not know but think that they do. Your body's cells are intelligent, and you can communicate with them, and they with you. You are a composite of many multi-celled entities called organs and systems of organs. They are perfectly happy to communicate with you if you ask and then listen. Most flower essences affect people, at least to some degree, psychologically and spiritually. This is because they work on realms of consciousness. Again, Hilarion. When you take a pharmaceutical, a pill or a shot or whatever, you expect a certain outcome. This outcome will be more or less the same for every human taking that medicine. There are minor variations and often side effects among people, but there's one goal for taking that medicine, and it has been formulated to do a certain thing chemically within the human body. Vibrational remedies are very different. We are first and foremost energy. The chemicals in our bodies are in service to our energy, or our electromagnetics. So changing a chemical reaction or modifying it in some way with a pill is only treating a symptom. Vibrational remedies go to the cause of the problem, which is energetic, or as Dr. Bach mentioned, a conflict between the personality and the soul. Various people can exhibit similar symptoms with very different causes. This is another reason why you should dowse for what essences would be best for you at any time. If you go just by the definitions, then you may be trying to treat a symptom while being ignorant of the underlying cause. You may now be understanding that one essence can act differently in different people. The definitions that we have tell us what the vibration of that essence is capable of doing for humans. How much of that is possible varies from person to person. Some of the things that influence how the essence works for various people are light quotient. More of the essence's energy is available as you become more capable of holding and utilizing the energy. Attitude, when you take the essence. Thoughts and feelings are energy and can influence results. Intention, your intention. Do you really want to heal? Are you willing to change? Because obviously there is something that has caused you to have that illness and or symptom. So therefore, are you willing to change in order to move beyond it? Has the essence been doused or not? And substances that can inhibit essences are the same as for homeopathic remedies. Caffeine, some strong scents, taking it within 15 or 20 minutes of eating. These are not as serious as with homeopathic remedies because homeopathic remedies are a little bit more physical than flower essences. Guru Das, one of the major explorers and writers about essences in our times, once asked his channel to ask Hilarion why there were so many different essences available today. The answer was that there are so many different people with different needs that for a while the wide variety of essences is useful. Essences are also available in many different forms. Normally, you take them internally, but there are also sprays that you can spray in your auric field. You can take them in baths. Some of them work quite well in baths. And there are individual essences or combinations. Combinations of essences and gem elixirs that Tololoquoi makes. Some of them are here. Combinations are made up of essences having similar or complementary effects or can work together well to treat what you need at a particular time. Since flower essences are self-regulating, you can safely choose a combination. Again, it's best to douse, knowing that only the essences useful for you in the combination will affect you. Gem elixirs must be combined with more knowledge and care as they have a more physical effect. When I make a combination, I first decide the theme according to what I observe people can use right now. An example of this is the inner balance essence. Sometimes people request an essence combination with a particular focus. An example of this is my deep release essence. I use a multidimensional team of essence experts to help me douse my essences to find the appropriate ones for a particular combination. Some essences can be made in homeopathic potencies. The most useful potencies for flower essences seem to be mother essence, stock bottle, and a special one at 10 mm potency, which I use a lot, which acts differently than all the other potencies, going out into the auric field to treat original causes. Here's a list of what the various potencies are. Mother essence, the original one, mixed with brandy or vinegar. Stock bottle is a few drops of mother essence added to a bottle of brandy water or vinegar water. Dosage bottle is not recommended. That's a few drops of stock bottle added to a half brandy water or vinegar water mixture. And Guru Das, Hilarion through Guru Das says that this can be up to 60% less effective, but it's better than nothing. And 10 mm potency, mother essence raised to this potency in a vibrational remedy machine. Visit my website for more information, www.tololoquoi.com, and I invite you to sign up for my newsletter. Thanks for your interest. Go out and smell the flowers.